Hello! So, as we approach to another expedition, there's a lot of posts, again, like every expedition, with basic technical questions. So I will go through those questions fast, precise, so you know what you are doing. So first thing, you have to know that when you start, it doesn't matter where do you start to play the game. It can be December, it can be February, April, July, whatever. You are starting with first expedition. There's a lot of confusion about this just because the latest expedition is the newest, but it actually does not affect players who haven't actually reached their, for example now, fourth expedition. So you always start with the first one, then second, third, fourth, etc. It will be a ride. Alright, the next question usually people have is what do I get and why it has been and do I lose anything by not completing the next expedition you have on the calendar. So let's be clear. Permanent are all cosmetics, all outfits, all indicator icons, which from cosmetics point of view, the expedition indicator icon is actually the one thing I like to see. I don't care about others. And there are permanent I wouldn't say boosts, permanent bonuses that you are getting those, and you cannot you may choose not to complete any other expeditions, but those bonuses stay. Those bonuses that are staying are stash spaces and skill points. For the fourth expedition now we have already different stuff. First 3 expeditions give you 5 extra skill points to earn, and stash spaces. Stash spaces will continue to increase till the 5th expedition, so we have in total of 60 points in the end, and once you got them, you always will have those after the expedition. If you complete 3 expeditions, you have your 15 skill points, or how much you have earned. And if you skip the 4th expedition, you will not lose 15 points, as you will not lose now it's how much? 36 stash spaces, just like in a blink of an eye. Those are staying. What are not staying are buffs. It's an XP boost, scrappy materials boost, and repair value increase. Those are getting increased for the first 3 expeditions, and then they stay as long as you complete the next expedition and then the next. These boosts are there to stay. If you choose not to participate in expedition, then these boosts are off the table till you decide to participate in the next expedition. So you're losing those boosts if you're not participating in expedition, but you get them back all once you again join the expedition. Now, what do you do in the expedition actually? You have to complete during all season. You have to complete a caravan, which is actually basically donating either specific items, or in the end the last step and the step. And the last step is usually just you can donate random stuff that are within certain categories, so like health items, weapons, and whatnot. And then approximately 2 weeks before the actual expedition, you are getting damage challenge, let's call it like that, you know. Where is it? You get and in the end of the caravan, usually 2 weeks before, yada yada, you get a damage challenge for the first 3 expeditions. In the damage challenge, you can unlock 5 skill points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Starting with the 4th expedition, skill points are not awarded anymore, and for example, in the 4th expedition, you are getting a random blueprint from specific blueprint pool and 150 raider tokens for each one of the 5. So in the end, you will get 5 random blueprints and how much? 7,500 raider tokens. So you can buy something pretty for yourself. Another popular, quote-unquote popular, I guess, popular question is about catch-up mechanic. Catch-up mechanic is available from your 2nd expedition, and basically it's just you can buy missing skill points. So if you just managed to get 4 skill points in the 1st expedition, in the 2nd expedition, after doing damage challenge, you also can buy missing 1 skill point from the 1st expedition. For now, the price was 300 raider monies, whatever they are called. So yeah, and this feat is always available. So if you have something like you're missing 1 skill point from 1st expedition, and for example 2 skill points from 3rd expedition, on 4th expedition, 5th, 6th, and so on, you still can buy those missing skill points, so you have end up with 15 extra skill points anyways. Now there's another question which is kinda tied to expeditions, are trader Ermal, who is selling you 5 slots where you can save your favorite items and take them kinda with you to the next expedition. Usually those are blueprints of your favorite weapons and augments. Those slots are expensive and require a lot of grinding. That's why I'm not actually doing them. But yeah, if you choose and have time for grinding those out, of course you can do that. But it's not specifically. But I wouldn't place that Ermal mechanic into the core picture of expeditions. And that is basically it. Just remember, everybody starts with the 1st expedition and then go to 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and so on. It does not matter what are news, like for example now about 4th expedition. If you're doing your 1st expedition, you will get stash spaces, skill points, 1st boosts. You do not worry about the 4th expedition bonuses, etc. So that's it. You're very welcome to ask any questions in the comments. Yeah, I hope I helped. Good luck.